All right, everybody, what's up? Good evening. For some reason, I can't get the game to play on this computer. Of all the errors, of everything I did, like to check off every single little thing that could possibly go wrong to update on this new setup. Uh, the please update your web browser because it's an old version was not on my bingo card list. So I'm going to use my phone for the entire night, I guess. So I won't have replays, which is going to be incredibly unfortunate. But at least I have 4 different screens, I guess, that I can make work for us. In any case, good evening, everybody. Welcome in. It is late on the East Coast, which is where I'm at the moment. We got 10:32. We're about to get this thing cranking. Duke, Arizona. Actually, I don't need this anymore. I can stick that over here. A building here where Duke has actually never won. Duke and Arizona have met 7 times, and Arizona has the better of it. Well, actually 10 times, 6-4. Arizona has the better of it, and looks like we're going to get things going with a 3-pointer that is definitely no good there by Caleb Foster, who tried to get that shot going. Greetings. It is brutal for us on the East Coast. I agree, Timothy. It's like the one particular game where it's like it would actually be advantageous for me to be on the West Coast. I decide to come to the East Coast like that week. I was been on the East Coast since Tuesday. It's like that one possible time where you're just like, you know what? I probably should have stayed West Coast. That and the F1 race that's tomorrow. And then it's like, yeah, both of those are not going to work. As Arizona hits a 3, Arizona actually coming off a loss coming into this game. They just lost to Wisconsin. The game was held in Wisconsin. It was actually kind of Wisconsin put up over 100 points on them there, and as Foster tries for 3 again and still can't come down with it. So the 3-pointers not falling for Duke, although Arizona has one. They didn't particularly shoot the 3 well. They didn't particularly shoot well at all in that game against Wisconsin, as this putback is good, actually. And they're going to go and 1 there, as that was Krivas is going to get 2. And I believe it was Caleb Love with the first 3, but we'll check it at the... I don't know. The game's on ESPN2 right now, actually. At least that's what I'm watching. No, there was no and 1. There was just no, there was actually no foul on that. So, or I guess it was called goaltending or something. The ref made some sort of whistle off of it. So 5-0 here in the early going as Knipple hands it down to Flag, and Flag is going to try to put this one up. And Malowacz with the rebound and the putback, and so the 2 big men going back and forth here. Malowacz answers the Krivas bucket, and we have a stoppage in play. Chris Hand, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome. Our jerseys are the blue jerseys. We decided to put the black ones away for today. We're not doing any funerals on the opposing team's home court. The big sort of stretch here is, oh my God, we just got beat bad on the back cut. That was pretty terrible. Duke will play here number 17 Arizona tonight, and then on Tuesday we'll play number 1 Kansas. So we got these kind of brutal back-to-back games as Flag recovers the errant pass that was almost stolen by Arizona and manages to get 2. So Cooper Flag with 2 points. After a very nice game against Wofford, he did a bit of everything, stuff in the stat sheet, and Duke to recover this rebound as Arizona has finally missed a shot, and we've got an opportunity to push, and off in the corner, and this is Cooper Flag for 3, and he's got it. He's got his first 3-point shot, so Cooper Flag's got 5, make it 7 all here for 5 points for the freshman from Maine. So off the hot start for Arizona, Duke weathered the storm. Another 3-pointer by Arizona drops for them as they get Jaden Bradley, who we'll talk about in a second. Jaden Bradley had a decent game against us last year, actually. Well, No, come to think about it. Actually, only Caleb Love had a pretty good game against us last year. The other 4 players from Arizona who had decent games against us are no longer on the team. So Arizona has completely retooled from last year to this year, as Proctor also manages to drop a 3. So both teams going kind of back and forth here. At least it's good to see that we can kind of keep up with the shooting. This is an auspicious start for our guys. There we go. I gotta adjust the size of this a little bit. Drop that one down. There we go. Proctor is the best 3-point shooter on this Duke team, which is kind of an odd thing, as Cooper Flagg is going to come up with the steal off the inbounds using the length, and he's going to hit it right back to Proctor. Proctor for 3 again. Yes! Another 3-point shot, as Proctor is 2 for 2. I was about to say, as Ant Truths was saying, Proctor is the best 3-point shooter on Duke's team. He's 12 of 20, 13 of 26. He's shooting 50%, just kind of the Jeremy Roach percentage from last season. Although I probably Jeremy Roach is like the one who shall not be named after he hit that game-winning shot for Baylor the other night, which is very painful for us to see. Cooper Flagg off in the corner as Sion James has come in to the game, as has Malik Brown. We got an open 3-pointer for Knipple, not quite, as Malik Brown comes down with the weak side rebound here, and another offensive reset for the Blue Devils, who now lead 13-10, as Flagg's mid-range jump shot is too strong. And so it stays 13-10. Next one will take us to next whistle will take us to a timeout. I promise I can talk. It's too late for me. Usually it's like I'm fine. It's like it would be like 7 o'clock because we have another one to go in here from Arizona. I got distracted for a second. I'll fix the stats. A 2-pointer for Arizona, 13-12. Yeah, it looks like Shire wasn't very happy with the Caleb Foster start here. Pulled him quite quickly. He left Knipple, Flagg, and Proctor in, and Flagg's going to go for 3 again. That is way off and hits the back rim as the Arizona Wildcats come down with the rebound. Love is the no. Love is like I texted my buddies today too. I was like, somebody please explain to me again how it is possible that Caleb Love is still playing. And my buddy was being rather facetious as he linked me the exact chat that we had about this last season, because I had the exact same question. And it's like last season was his senior year, and I guess this year is his COVID year, as the heat check from Proctor goes cold. I guess he only played 3 seasons technically at UNC, and then he's going to play 2 for Arizona, so then he's going to get all 5. But it feels like an eternity as what a block by Cooper Flagg off the backboard there. And Duke a little bit in transition here. Is Flagg just going to step into it, or he's going to put the ball on the deck? He's going to drive. He's going to go high off the glass. No foul call. Okay. Going to let them play on. Caleb Love for 3. Going to shoot Arizona out of this one if he keeps doing that. Actually, Caleb Love the other night in their loss to Wisconsin managed to put up, only because I had to look this up because we love, dunking on Caleb Love so much. I mean, the dude put up like 6 points on 2 of 13 shooting. It was horrific. So I'm hoping for a repeat on that one tonight, honestly. Proctor thought about 3 again, not going to go for it. Instead, he's going to drive left. He's going to go right to the rim, and that's going to go bounce off the rim. What a strong rebound by Flagg, who actually can't get the layup. He should have just dunked it. I don't know why he was trying to actually bounce that one off the backboard, but it didn't go for him. He pulled off this rebound in the middle of 2 Arizona players, and then didn't finish it. What a steal by Malik Williams, actually. Actually, remember, the ACC leader in steals last season comes up with one right there on the home court of one of the Big 12 opponents. Which is also crazy to say. So used to saying Pac-12. Just so much back and forth with this. To me, does Arizona atmosphere seem not as bad to play in? They were actually really excited when Arizona got off to that 7-2 run at the start of the game, but ever since Duke has come back, we've actually really managed to quiet them down. So I think actually our guys kind of took them out of it. And Arizona was going for this. They have this thing where even on their website, Like it's kind of lame, honestly. Like their website, literally. Let me show you. I was on this. I was searching. Er- oh, I was. It was on the. It was on the other browser. So on this particular one, there it is. Like they literally had to tell all their people to wear white. It's actually like kind of ridiculous. Screen two, please. Thank you. Oh, nothing? Oh my god. This setup is literally going to be the end of me. Come on. Oh, there we go. They there's like where's the schedule? There it is. Like they had this thing on there. They say verse number 12 Duke wear white. Like they're trying to do like one of those like whiteout games or something like tonight, and it's like they literally just have to tell their people to wear white because usually they don't like everybody that like put it this way, everybody that shows up to a Duke game, you're never gonna see that like in Cameron, like Cameron, oh, we're gonna do a whiteout in Cameron. No, you don't do that. It doesn't happen, right? You go to Cameron, you show up in blue. The entire student section is blue. It's always Duke blue. Like there's no other color. But here you have a school that literally has to like tell its fans like what color to wear, as if like they shouldn't somehow know. It it seems bizarre to me, but I guess at the same time, not all schools have what Duke has, so we have something very special. Um, and that's just how it is. So let's see what the nope. That's baseball. That's the other B. Sports. All right, so the Caleb Foster experiment at the start did not work. I would actually be not surprised if we see somebody else starting in that position at some point um, in the not too distant future. Although I'm not exactly sure. Chat, who would you put in instead of Caleb Foster to start? We got a bunch of options like coming off the bench, but like I don't know if anybody like comes out at me as like maybe you end up going like big and you just put Gongba in there and you just go like mega trees. Yeah. If I was a Big 12 team, I would schedule straight cupcakes in the non-conference with the amount of top programs in the Big 12. I think they're seeing that in football a lot too. The Big 12 in football is freaking crazy. I or no, it's the Big 10. Sorry, it's the Big 10. It's the Big 10 is the one that's like crazy in football, which has like Oregon for some crazy reason. It gives me the old Duke UNC vibes of schedules back in the day. Every game was at 9:30. The first one was always on a Wednesday. Brutal. Well, I mean, technically for Arizona, this is a 7:30 tip. So, or it's an 8:30. It's an 8:30 tip. I think they're on Mountain Time at the moment. So, yeah, it's like not. It's really like not too bad for them, but yeah, for us, obviously, it's not great. Jacob Battle, welcome in. Hopefully, Evans gets some minutes tonight. Could have been useful against Kentucky. Kick and shoot. Yeah, we actually saw them in the Wofford game. If we go back to the box score from Wofford for a second, we see Isaiah Evans here had 14 points on some very nice shooting. Um, as we rattle in a two-pointer, I was actually distracted and didn't see who that was because I was answering Jacob's comment. But yeah, I agree. I think Isaiah Evans could definitely emerge as one of the 3-point shooting threats. As Caleb Love, no, not Caleb Love, but Arizona tries it again, and the 3-pointer is no good. So Arizona, having hit four 3-pointers in that first game, in that first half of the game against Wisconsin, actually ended up going absolutely cold. That was Sion James with a nice little back cut. You know, all right, so I'm gonna pick it up again here. Flag did go to the bench, and Gillis came in as Knippel's still in there, and Gillis is going to go for 3. That's actually blocked. Arizona got a hand on that one, as you didn't see as much out of Knippel the other day, and I think people were really expecting a lot out of him in the game against Kentucky, and unfortunately didn't quite show up in that game as I think we had wanted. It was really the Cooper Flag show, as the 3-pointer by Arizona is out, and that is clearly a foul. That was Owaka. Clearly a foul. Owaka against Malik Brown going to the floor there. But you got to think, bro. I had to go to school. Would never be able to watch the whole thing back in the day. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The okay, let me get caught up on the. This doesn't help me. All right. Well, we're just gonna figure it out. Uh, Bradley's got 8 points. Okay. Well, Bradley is apparently doing everything. Townsend has 4, and I thought there was 2 points. Okay, 12. I have the Duke ones correct. Personal fouls only 1 for Duke, and Holowatch there. And all right, we're all caught up. Good. That shot by Gillis was yikes. I mean, it got blocked, but yeah, I unfortunately like Gillis. Like at least at the start of the season, hasn't been as kind of what we wanted. Tennessee is beating Baylor 57-32. Wait, so Baylor played last night though, right? And so I guess they're playing. Well, they're playing twice in a row. Are they doing this like they're doing this like preseason tournament, right? I never forget back when you recorded the old VHS tapes. I still have a Duke Carolina game from '04. Actually, that is crazy. I remember when we used to record VHS tapes. I do remember that. You had to be home to start the recording. To start the recording. The most bipolar team in college basketball is Baylor. So both Arizona and Duke actually on a bit of a bad streak here in terms of scoring. Arizona won for the last 8, and Duke won for the last 9. You know what really struck me? Um, this was absolutely crazy. I was looking at the stats from this Wisconsin game the other night, and I was like, how do you get up to like Wisconsin with 103 points against Arizona? Like, and Arizona's not a bad team. This is going to be a tough game, obviously, but like to hang 103, it's like okay, it's like a top 20 team. Like, could you imagine somebody hanging 103 points on Duke? Like, it just like doesn't happen. Like, you wouldn't like ever like think about that's I can't remember the last time somebody put maybe a Carolina team put up 100 on us, but like sure, it's like Carolina. But like they did it with like free throws. It's crazy. Wisconsin last time shot 41 of 47. They shot 47 free throws. Like 41 out of the 103 points. So Wisconsin actually made fewer shots than Arizona, okay, in this game. They made 3 fewer buckets. They made 3 fewer buckets. They made 22 buckets to Arizona's 25, and they won by 15. Like, it was absolutely crazy. As we step out of bounds, as Arizona brings the full court press. Okay, well that's not a good turnover situation. But yeah, both like Arizona shot 40 free throws and made 28. Yeah, they went 28 of 40. It's insane. D-Rock, welcome in. What's up? Good to see I'm not the only one staying up for the West Coast away game. No, man, we got everybody in here. Everybody's been in and out of the chat. As Cooper Flag is back on the floor. Nice rebound there by Sion James. And up ahead to Cooper Flag, who's trying to push the tempo here, but it looks like the rest of the Duke team just not quite wanting to run down the floor. Flag is going to go one-on-one and try for the turnaround jump shot. We have a held ball that will give possession to Arizona. So I had my arrow backwards. I know. Free throws win Okay. Yes, free throws win championships, but there's like a game where you take 40 like 47 free throws. Like, goodness, good lord. Was there ever been a Duke game you've seen where we taken 47 free throws? That's absolutely insane. Almost deflected there. So Arizona and Duke have both gone cold as both teams are kind of feeling each other out, and Caleb Love just continues to contribute to that stone cold shooting as he comes up way empty on a 3. Caleb Foster is now back in the game for our Blue Devils. And he's trying to go ISO here. He's trying to go right. He might have had a line to the basket there. Flag almost had a 3. And actually, this is going to be Sion James for 3. No, can't come down. And now he's going to be called for a foul. Oh, that is very unfortunate. Because James was the one that should have been fouled on the 3-point shot, but then he ends up. Okay, all right. Dude in Wisconsin had 40 points and they had 20 plus free throws. Yeah, completely insane. The stats from that game, I just couldn't believe what I was reading in the box score. It's so bizarre. You had 2 Arizona players foul out of that game too. Just so weird. We have another reach in. Well, now you know why. Like the refs are just wanting to blow the whistle at just about everything. This officiating is really not going the way of Duke at the moment. The Sion James call, I don't know about that. And then this Caleb Foster seemed he was just being a little, I guess he was being too handsy. As the shot clock resets to 20, and Caleb Love jacks up another one, and he finally gets that one to go down. Those are Caleb Love's first points, and finally somebody breaks the ice between these two teams and manages a shot. Manages to get one to fall. Really tough defense here in the paint for Arizona. Nothing easy as Flag can't come down with it, but he does get his own rebound, and then he turns it right back over. I don't like the Duke offense at the moment. It's a lot of isolation. It's a lot of one-on-one ball. We were actually doing pretty well, if you recall, at the start as Tyrese Proctor comes up with the steal. This should be an easy dunk. Yes. Don't mess that one up, Proctor. Nice. Proctor has 8 right now. What I was saying before that is the start of the game, we were doing very well moving the ball, getting Tyrese Proctor some open looks from 3. Now we're just playing a lot of isolation, drive right, drive left, clear out the lane, and we have another Arizona turnover that'll send it the way of the Blue Devils here. You see Cooper Flag trying to like post up guys, ball getting stuck in the paint, not getting reversed out. I do like that this was a hard finish by Proctor, and he didn't try to just lay it up on the rim and get it blocked from behind. He got a guy chasing him. All right, so let's see what we can make happen here. The nipple over to Malawach, and Arizona brings the double team. Malawach reverses it back out, and now Flag gets fouled on the way up, and he will earn free throws for his effort. D-Rock, I think everybody here is like really excited from this team. I mean, the game against Kentucky, look, we were winning that game. We had a bad second half. We had just a really bad second half where but again, it like reverted to this like sort of hero ball kind of like mentality that like the first half of that game we played exceptional Duke basketball. It was great. There was great ball movement, a lot of assists, people like, really engaged. And then the second half it was just like, okay, here Cooper, like you try to do this for us, and like that was it. Like, and the dude ends up with 25 points, but like nobody else like practically scores in double figures, and you're like, okay, what? Like it's just like not a really good look. But he goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line here. I mean, and it's just like it is a learning sort of experience. I don't like that, we scuffed the final possession or final shot twice, really, like 2 turnovers at the very end. Get a roller here that next, so Arizona managing to get 2 buckets in a row. Nice little pick and roll action. That is an and one for Malawach. Beautiful little action there. 2-man game between the bigs. At least the Kentucky loss wouldn't hurt us in the long run because they seem good. Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of this little Cooper Flag and Malawach connection is very nice. The interesting thing about these games, yeah, right. You have Kentucky, you got Arizona, you got Kansas, you got Auburn. You need to win at least one, because what ends up happening, right, is that when you look at the final, when you look at the final sort of seeding projections when you get to the NCAA tournament. These are all what we would call quad one games. There's a step back jumper here from Arizona's 3, no good, but a Krivas rebound and putback, as that will get 2 for him as Arizona brings it up to 18. Is you end up getting 4 points to your total for every one of these quad one wins, and you only get -1 if you lose. So at the end of the day, if you win 1 and lose 3, you still end up ahead. Obviously, the more of them that you win, the better your positioning overall for the top, for one of the top seeds at the end of the day. Oh my! Is that Malawatch that just hit a 3? Okay, well, the dude is literally I don't think he can make threes. The dude is literally shooting like 80% from the floor and decides to risk his like 80% floor shooting percentage for a 3-pointer in the corner. And he's like, yeah, I'll just make this too. Are you kidding? What? That's insane. All right, who's the other points from Arizona? Oh, that is the funniest thing I've seen all night. Incredible. Timmy, I just don't like the fact that I have to watch this on my phone. My stupid computer is not cooperating with me. I'd have to restart it, and the problem is I couldn't restart it. It was right at stream time. Of all the possible things, I had everything set up, ready to go. I just pressed the button. I didn't check that the YouTube TV worked. I just don't even know. I just don't even know. So it's hard for me to make out who's doing what. Obviously, the Duke players I know pretty easily, but yeah. I can't be the only one who just found out that the threes was not in the threes were not in the mixtapes, all right, for Come On Malawatch. So that is but I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. That is absolutely hilarious. Oh, and now I see the score for that Tennessee Baylor game. 62-41. That is 11 Tennessee against 13 Baylor. Woo! By 21 points. My goodness. Yeah, somewhere the visitors. Here we go. Where their season stats are in. No? Oh, this one doesn't give it to me. One of the stats websites has the season but I bet I could look it up. Individual roster, no. Stats, here it is. Okay. So I'm pretty sure Malawatch is a crazy okay, it's 77%. I was slightly off. I said 80, it's 77. He's 17 of 22. Apologies. He's now 20 of 25, which is exactly 80%. So in a way I was correct. Carolina fans are going to be cranky tomorrow morning. They have a 12:30 game. Oh, that's their game at 12. Is that 12:30 East? Yeah, 12:30 East Coast. That's not too bad, honestly. But a lot of the Sunday, was it last week? The game against Wofford was at 12 o'clock on the East Coast. I had to get up at 9 to watch that one. Yeah, the Kansas game at least is in Vegas, so it's a neutral site, so we don't have to actually go into Fog Allen like Carolina did. That'd be kind of crazy. They got to both Duke and Carolina in Fog Allen at home in one season. That'd be insane. Imagine being a Kansas season ticket holder and having both those teams come to town in the same season. Whew, crazy. Arizona inbounding here as Cooper Flagg almost steals it away, and unfortunately doesn't come up with it, but it was a good attempt. Caleb Love still scoreless. Yeah, that's. No, I had him at 2 points, but I guess not. Fight for the rebound there as Proctor comes down with it. And we're back at it here. 24-18. Duke by 6. I'll take the lead. It's 12:30 a.m. Well, it's technically not tonight. It would be tomorrow morning at a crazy hour. 10 seconds on the shot clock here is Flag has it now. He's got to make something happen. He's only got 5 seconds to go. He's going to take the step back three-pointer. The line drive, no good. Bad possession here for the Blue Devils. Or actually good defense by Arizona, either one. It's in an hour and 30 minutes. Okay, that's yeah, well, funny enough, the Hawaii is like 2 or 3 hours behind Seattle. Even it's kind of crazy. I never realized, even though I was on the West Coast, I was like, oh, how far does it take to get to Hawaii? And it turns out actually that it takes 5 hours to fly to Hawaii from Seattle, and then you're behind like 2 or 3 hours behind even that. So like the 12:30 tip is a 7:30 game. It is crazy. It is really a troll for Carolina fans though. It's like a super troll. And we're gonna put you at 12:30 a.m. Offense foul. All right. Well. Hey guys, I know all your fans are on the East Coast, but yeah, we're gonna give you a 12:30 game. Oh yeah, 12:30 in the afternoon. That's great. No, 12:30 in the morning. Us. And we get the end one there. That's unfortunate. Rather, Arizona gets the end one. It's 6:02 p.m. in Hawaii right now. So yeah, it's just 2 hours. It's 2 hours behind. It's 2 hours behind Seattle. It is out there. It is like in the middle of the Pacific. But so for I mean, for reference, it takes about 9.5 hours to fly Seattle to Tokyo, and it takes you 5 hours to fly Seattle to Honolulu. So like it's like in the middle of it is in the middle of the ocean. It is out there. Knipple here, still scoreless actually. Sion extra pass to Flag, back to Sion over to Knipple. Knipple's going to get this three-pointer off, but that's no good. Knipple's three-point shot has just not been hitting the mark, boys. It's not there. Great tie-up, actually. That should be a hell ball. Yeah, sure. That'll give it to Duke. Malik Brown with another steal or turnover of sorts, if you will, as the held ball on the alternating possession forces it back to Duke. That is tremendous, actually. Fantastic. Okay, we gave Khan so many shots. I mean, he kind of has the green light to just go after it, right? But like, Cooper Flag travels. There's a turnover there. I think, look, if any one of those shots from Khan goes in, like we probably win that game, right? So, Nick, welcome in. UNC plays in Maui. Start. Oh, they're getting a warm up tonight. I see. Yeah. Although to be, oh my goodness, what is that foul call? All right, I guess it's on Brown. But when Duke played at Maui, I never remember us having 12:30 a.m. games. This is probably a 1-1 actually. Foster, Flag, Proctor, Brown. It is. Malawach has 2. Nipple's got 1. All right, there's your 7, and it's 4. So Krivos has. All right, 7 on the foul. So this is a 1-1 here, and he makes the first. Well, welcome in everybody. Thanks for staying up. This is kind of a hard one to justify sleeping in for, though. It's a big game. And of course, we're trying to get revenge for what happened to us last year in Cameron, as the second of the free throws is no good, and Krivas ends up getting 1 of 2, so he's got 3 points. As Duke leads Arizona by 2, was as many as 6, now just down to 2. Oh my God, that was a push. That'll be the third. If that's on Krivas, that's his third, and it looks like it is. So that's 3 fouls on Krivas, which is actually kind of good to see the foul trouble piling up for Arizona there. Yeah, Nick, they were never that late. I mean, wish we played Kansas in Cameron. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I don't mind the neutral site though. Malik Brown, yes, on the inbound too. Could have petitioned for an and one on that one, honestly. But he gets the 2. Nicely done on the inbounds play, and he almost gets another steal. Not quite. That was Awaka that he was about to steal it from. This is Bradley. No. Bradley's been hot tonight. He's got 10 points so far. Duke trying to push it up ahead into the corner is Proctor, and they're going to see Gillis. Gillis driving in. He just drives himself right into trouble. Drives himself right in the middle of 2 Wildcats. I don't know where he was going with that. If he wasn't going to the rack, and it turns into a run out. And the first points for Caleb Love, which is always trouble because you never want to actually have him see the ball go through the hoop. So that's not great. I have no idea what Gillis was trying to do. He like drives in the paint off this like transition. That's an offensive foul. Oh, it's a block. Oh, wow. Okay, I think you could have gone either way with this one, I guess. I mean, Sion did kind of lower the shoulder and go right into the guy, but we'll take it. Let's see, was he moving? Yeah, he was. That was on KJ Lewis. That'll be his first. All right. I stand corrected. The slow-mo play was a lot easier to see. Is Knipple turnaround jump shot? Knipple try to go create contact and still nothing. That should be out on Arizona. Yeah. And Duke will retain possession as we've hit the under 4 timeout. Bang. The Auburn game is going to be insane. Christmas present come early for me, says Tim. Didn't expect it. Nice. Well, what was the present? You're telling us that you got the Christmas present early, but you didn't tell us what it was. Is it a Duke-themed something? Also, chat, tell me this. Who has already set up their Christmas tree before Thanksgiving? Because I see people doing this, and I have to say, the trend, I'm not going for it, okay? Literally, you have to at least, like, it is weird to me to walk into somebody's house for Thanksgiving and see a Christmas tree. You're like you check your watch and you're like, did I just miss like November? Like, is it gone? Like, you know, you have to like sequence these things, okay? The whole Christmas tree before things. I mean, are you going to put the turkey under the Christmas tree? Are you like somehow trying to cook the turkey like with the tree? I don't know. Like, it's weird though. It's weird. I think it's weird. Oh, it's a brand new Bible. Well, that's great. So that'll work. That's excellent. That's an excellent gift, actually. That's an excellent gift. Christmas starts the moment Thanksgiving dinner is over. Yes, there you go. And when I say patriotic, it's the God Bless USA version. Cheers to that. God bless America. Amen. Christmas goes by way too fast if we don't put up Christmas. Oh, so Chris is one of the ones that does before Thanksgiving. It's only one time a year I go all out after Halloween. Wow. I mean, but like you could put the tree up while you're watching football the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Like, I don't understand. Like, why do you need it to, like, why do you need to be? You're like, I can't. It's kind of like I hate to mix foods together, even though it all ends up in the same place. You can't just. It's hard to mix the holidays like that, you know. Yeah. No Christmas decorations for Timothy because he's moving. That's a good reason, I guess. I mean, some people get really invested in their Christmas decorations. A lot of people here in Florida, man, all the people that do the landscaping, they like that typically do landscaping and the cutting of the grass. They all do Christmas decorations and lights. Make a ton of money doing it too. It's like $100 a tree, man. It's crazy, crazy. What do I have? 6, 7 points are right. 26, 24. We're good. It is cat because it doesn't actually snow or anything. And so everybody's like, all right. So so we got 4 minutes to the half. Let's see how Duke manages to close out this, see how Duke manages to close out this half here. We need a strong finish to take this into the locker room, folks. We will start with the ball, 3:47 to go. And Cooper Flag has it. And he's going to look for Malik Brown. Oh my God, Malik. Just take it to the rack, son. What was that? That was horrid. That was horrid possession. He looked at the rim and he's like, nah, I'm not going to put this off the backboard. Decided to then try to pass it out and literally passed it into oh my God. I mean, wow. That was awful. Absolutely dreadful. Okay, they're gonna give it to him again. Nice pass to Sion James with a huge dunk. Woo, baby! In between two of the Wildcats. That's what I like. That's when I want to see some more of that. Caleb Love is that working on Cooper Flag or is it working on Knipple? It's working on Knipple. I'm telling you, the phone screen is way too small. That outside shot is good from Arizona. Carter Bryant. 3-point shot, 28-27. Great. The 7-point average shooter with a 3-pointer. Flag, what a tough move. Cooper Flag not to be denied in the paint. Oh, yeah, he's 3 of 11. That is efficient as hell, as we say. Yeah, sure. 3 of 11 field goals. Nothing easy for Cooper Flag, but he somehow has managed 8 points so far. Good defense here by Duke. The jump stop and the shot in and out, and we're going to get Knipple there with the rebound who will... Oh, that's a foul. Yeah, that's absolutely a foul. That's Cameron Bryant there with a foul. That'll be the 7th team foul in Arizona, which will send Con Knipple to the free throw line for 1-1, which actually is really important. I would like to see Con hit both of these free throws. All right, again, he's got to watch it go down, go down the net too. See if he can kind of fix his shooting. Okay, it won't be a 1-1. Why? That's the 7th team foul. Any foul on the floor? No. They call it just a loose ball foul, I guess. We didn't really have possession. I call BS on that one. That's a cheap cup. I don't even know. That should have been a 1-1. Proctor gets it. Oh my goodness. That's a held ball. That'll go to Arizona. That's a turnover. Wow. Proctor can't even get a shot off here. He brings the ball down. The paint is just really packed, man. Which opponent do you think is better so far, Kentucky or Arizona? Arizona. For now. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to tell. I mean, I don't know if we're playing as good a first half as we did against Kentucky, to be honest. We got an offensive foul. We got a turnover here. The game's a little bit messier than the Kentucky one, honestly. Many more turnovers, especially between the two teams. The Kentucky game was actually very clean, but I wasn't all that impressed with Kentucky. They got hot in the at early shooting, right as Knipple drives. He finally has two there. I, I don't know. If Kentucky hadn't been so hot from three early, we would have had that game actually pretty easily, I think. But yeah, they hit their first 5 3-point shots. You're like, all right, like you can that does work. Yeah, as Jay Bill is saying, that could have been a fourth foul on Krivas. I mean, he came over late. He was vertical, but I don't know. I think Arizona still has room to impress me, I guess. I mean, they could very easily win this game too. So it's like not as they come up empty at the free throw line there, and Duke comes down with a rebound. So it's effectively an Arizona turnover as Duke by 5 at the moment with 55 seconds to go. You do have the 2-for-1 opportunity here. If we're smart about it, we should absolutely take this. So let's go. Sion James going to drive in, go off the backboard. Nicely done. James with 6. What a nice contribution off the bench. Sion James with 6 points, 6 tough points here as we have a timeout Arizona as Duke extends to 7. Remember, we talked about how will Duke close out these last 4 minutes of the first half. So far, the answer is quite well, actually. Yeah, if Kentucky hadn't had the balls early, the Spalding balls or whatever that they somehow knew they were going to play with a different type of ball, and so they practiced shooting with that ball instead of the other one, okay. Maybe we would have had a different outcome here. It's got Declaration of Independence, Bill of Rights, Pledge of Allegiance, and the Constitution. Yeah, so actually the I actually, when was it? It was. I think it was for July 4th. I actually went by and read the Declaration of Independence again, and I was actually kind of fascinated because it's uh, everybody kind of knows the start of it, but then the actual body and content of the Declaration of Independence is quite fascinating. It's this whole list of grievances that is is actually quite interesting. If you go back and read it, you kind of put your head over and you're like, huh, some of this stuff looks kind of familiar. As talking about familiars, good defense there by Duke. After the Arizona timeout, Duke comes up with the rebound. So the 2-for-1 is in full effect here with Arizona not actually getting even their possession. And Brown is going to get called for an offensive foul, which is actually, that is BS. He was set. The Arizona player ran into him. Ran into him in the screen. Yo, that is not Malik Brown's fault for standing there. Wow. Okay, this could be a big turn. Could be a big turn. Oh, we got saved. In and out. All right. Halftime. Goodness. All right. 34-27. Duke by 7. It feels like a very similar situation to what we were in the Kentucky game. Is it not, folks? Yes. I'm not crazy, right? Feels like a very similar situation to Kentucky. We're playing we're playing well. We're feels like we're starting to put it together, and we got to see just how the second half works out. I mean, it all kind of fell apart for us here in the second half. Kentucky really locked it in defensively. Now we don't have as many points as we did against Kentucky. We had is it 26 or is it 27? It was 26. Oh, so we're up by 8. Okay, I thought we were up by 7. So we're up by 8. 2, 4, 5, 2. Oh, Krivas has 2. All right. There we go. Root the Warrior. That is. Yo, Cow, wrong game, buddy. We're talking ball here. We're not talking arenas, man. Where's the foul? I don't see the foul either. Okay. No, actually, I wish I could get the replay. Let's see if I can get the replay. Because that is not okay. Hold on. Where is this? Somehow I'm gonna flip the phone around and we're gonna all get to see this. Where is this? Oh my. Okay, hold on. What? Are what? Are you kidding? Let's watch it again. Hold on. It actually kind of works. What is this? It's like what? What even? He kind of like gives it a nudge, like with his hip to the right, but like that is such. I, I I don't even know what to say. I mean, it's a great acting job. It's a great acting job. I guess that's what I'll say. It's a great acting job. Because that is some BS. That is a terrible foul call. That could have had such an impact on the game. Think about it. Okay, number one, it takes the ball away from Duke. Like, we could be up 10. Honestly, like, I mean, Cooper flag. And here's the crazy thing, right? This is another one of those end of game, end of half situations where you have, clock ticking down, not as much pressure because we're up by 8. The game's not tied, but you have Cooper flag. Like, John Shire is literally drawing this up for Cooper flag to be like, okay, like, clock ticking down, you've got the ball, what do you do with it? And turnover. Right? Like we see like so far we're trying to put Cooper flag in these situations where he can perform like in these late game situations, come up with a big play, feel good about himself, and then when he has to do it for real, it works, right? Didn't get a chance to do it there with 5 seconds. We could be up 10. It could have been a bigger swing there because Arizona could have gotten the bucket. They'd go 34-28, so they could have been 6. So instead of being up 10, you could be only up 6. Now Arizona has the ball to start the second half. So the possession arrow will actually flip this to the Blue Devils. But like, damn, like that actually could have been a much bigger swing than it was. I I did not. That is brutal. Yeah. Yeah, so Ant was saying Kentucky was 46-37, which is Duke plus 9. So the margin is the same. The teams have just scored 10 less points. Let's take a look at the stats. The tail of the tape will tell us what do we got here. Okay. This is what I've got. So yeah, Duke on a 6-0 closes the half on the 6-0 run in the last 2:37. This is what we were talking about. How is Duke going to finish the half? It turns out they finished the half really well. Now we got to see how Duke's going to start the second half and see if they can make that happen. Arizona basically didn't score. Duke's locking it in defensively. The one to watch here is these 3 fouls on Krivas, their big man. He's got 3 points, but he has 3 fouls. So that might open up the late. Right now, Arizona has been packing the paint, and it's just been very difficult for our guys to get shots off the rim. This actually softens it up a bit. You did see things start to open up when Krivas got his 3rd foul, went to the bench. You had Sion with that cut there from Brown. You also had Knipple going to the driving baseline, going to the basket, getting the pass from Cooper flag. And those are Knipple's first 2 points here. Knipple 1 of 4, not great. Sion 3 of 4 actually. Cooper flag 3 of 11, which is just a terrible shooting percentage. You really don't want to see that. But I mean, sure, I guess it's like this high volume of shots, this like very inefficient. I mean, if he ends the game 6 of 22, do we win? I don't know, right? Like that's kind of like that's kind of a painful stat line to go like, have 6 of 20. It feels like an NBA stat line when like I don't know. Like some like NBA star like really didn't have like a good night. I just don't I don't know if like sure, we're winning right now, but if he ends up only going 6 of 22, I don't know. We probably need more. I think what was it in the Kentucky game we were saying I think we need 25 out of flag by the end of it. Lo and behold, we were absolutely right. I think he got 26. So we got 26, we still lost. So and that was even with like, Proctor had 12, Knipple had 14. Knipple's got 2 and Malowich has 10. Like in this game, you got a lot of we got folks, we got Flag with 8, we got Tyrese Proctor with 8. He's actually been quiet since Proctor hit those first couple shots. It was 3 of 6 from the field, which is his 50%. We said he was shooting 50% from 3. He's 2 of 3, so he's like right. Proctor is like right on the averages. He's like right where you expect that to be. So Proctor's the one who probably should be getting more shots right now. And seeing Malowich 3 of 3 and he hit that 1 3-pointer, which is kind of crazy. The 1 3-pointer actually being kind of like very, very relevant to the game at the moment. Giving us a little bit of breathing room here now, putting us up 8. No, it is. I was right. It is 27. Krivas had 1 of 2 at the free throw line. The stats were just completely bonkers. Okay, it is 27. So we're only up by 7 points. No no foul trouble on the Duke sideline to worry about at all. Nothing to really worry about here. And I mean, this Caleb Foster goose egg is such a problem, folks. It's like it really is such a problem, and I don't even know how to fix. I don't know how to fix that. Like, who do you even pull in? We haven't like we've played 3 people off the bench. The rotation feels actually kind of shit, like kind of lame at the moment because we have a lot of people that could probably contribute. You had was it Nick in chat saying that they wanted to see more Isaiah Evans tonight. It was somebody was saying that before. Like, sure, like the kid can shoot. Let's see what he can do, right? Like, why not? Especially if you need a spark, and like Knipple isn't shooting well, so why not? If you can use Gongba, we should use him. I mean, he was kind of on a minutes restriction in the Wofford game, right? He had like 10 minutes in that game, kind of split 4 and 4 between the halves, 5 and 5 between the halves. Haven't seen him at all tonight, which is kind of odd. So like, and we did have a week off between the games, so I'm not really sure what the deal with that is, because either like the injury isn't getting better, which is really concerning, or like they don't want to throw him into a game that's like really fast pace. I don't know. But it is kind of concerning that he was able to play and play effectively, at least in that first game, or in that game against Watford a week ago, but like total no-show right now tonight. So that's kind of concerning. Cat fan said that Jared McCain has been doing. That's one of the things I wanted to touch on. Yeah, in the NBA, Jared McCain has been unstoppable. What is kind of bizarre though, I keep hearing all these things about Philly being like really terrible. I honestly have not been following. I just see like the Jared McCain stat lines at the end of the night, and he's got like 20 plus points or whatever on like some crazy 3-point shooting. So he seems to be like one of like the only player maybe that's like doing stuff over there. Cause yeah, I was seeing stuff at the gym this morning that they had on TV there about like players only meeting in Philly or something. I don't know. Your favorite Duke UNC call? The Duke UNC 04 overtime. The Rivers shot is the Rivers shot is the crazy one. That's the one I remember the most. I mean, as far as the shooting over here, like both teams are kind of shooting relatively the same. It's sort of interesting. Like Duke has put up a higher volume of shots. Duke +6 just in the shot category. So they end up making 3 more, which again kind of puts us there. I mean, that's kind of the pace we want to. We want to kind of be playing the pace that game there. The Trey Jones shot. Like the one he hit off the intentionally missed, and then the Wendell Carter one is another really good one too. Both teams with 9 turnovers. I'm pretty sure in the Kentucky game we did not really get to the to this 9 turnover, or it was not as high. But yeah, the total rebounding is an interesting one. Duke +8 on the boards, and if I look at my notes here real quick, the rebounding was a significant um, significant question mark because again I'm going to go back to that Wisconsin game that Arizona lost real quick because one of the other crazy things in the stat sheet that kind of this rebounding conversation kind of triggered my memory is that um, Arizona dominated the boards against Wisconsin. They pulled in 52 rebounds. Now they missed a lot more shots, but still, they pulled in 52 rebounds to 28 for Wisconsin. It's almost double. And actually Arizona they lead the nation in rebounding margin, presumably because I guess this game kind of skewed the whole thing. They got +24 rebounding, and lo and behold, they lead the nation in rebounding margin +24. So like maybe all +24 comes from that one game. I sort of I mean maybe it could. I kind of doubt it, um but yeah, like so the rebounding was supposed to be a huge piece for Arizona, and it's actually something that Duke is winning. So let's keep an eye on the rebounding. What we say, Duke is +8 in the rebounding category right now, 22-14. And actually 6 offensive boards to 1 for Arizona. So getting like the second chance point, but it hasn't. That's what's led to Duke having more shots. I mean, it really hasn't led to many more points. Yeah, let's keep an eye on the rebounding. And the other one that we thought this game was going to be very difficult. Like Arizona's up there in scoring. They averaged 95 points per game. But again, you say, well, this early in the season, is that number actually reflective of how good or bad this team is? Because in reality, like Arizona is 2-1, but like they lost their only game against a good team, if you will, right? Like the first 2 games that Arizona played are like whatever, they're total cupcakes, just like bowl them over on kind of thing. But like, yeah. So it's kind of hard to tell, but look, Duke's defense has done a great job holding Arizona to 27 points in the first half. Like if Arizona, I think Arizona is going to have to score a lot, like more than 54 points. Let's put it this way: Arizona is going to have to score more than 54 points in the second half and for the game to win. Right? This at this point is like first to 65. It's kind of how this game is what this game feels like and how this game is being played. So, yeah. That's what I'm calling. I'm calling first to 65. If Duke continues to pack it in here defensively, we'll be in pretty good shape. Now, of course, Caleb Love cannot get going. If Caleb Love gets going, as he usually does against us in the second half of games, we're in trouble. So let's hope that doesn't happen. We're going to be really, I guess, fun maybe to watch next year. We got the Boozer twins coming. I mean, we're just lock and reload, man. That's how we do it here. Let's fuck. Although we love to look at our future teams. We got this team that we got to enjoy for now. All right, Chad. I have a friend asking me: Is Malawatch a one and done? What does chat think here? Is Malawatch a one and done? So I can respond and sound intelligent. I don't know. Maybe. Is he one and done? Maybe not. I mean, Mark Williams wasn't. Mark Williams was 3, but like I don't know if Mark Williams as a freshman was as good as this. I feel like Malawach's development is much farther along than Mark. All right, so here we go for the second half as Jay Billis goes over exactly what we just said. Duke here very disruptive. All right, let's see what we've got. Arizona with one offensive rebound, and on the season they're 22 offensive rebounds per game. That's insane. So we have to continue winning the boards here. We're going to keep track. It's +8 at half. We said +8, right? So we'll keep track as to what how far along this goes. And actually, Duke is going to start with the ball. So I was lied to as to who is starting with the ball in the second half. Knipple going in. We're going to try for the alley-oop. No, we got an offensive board there as Knipple strips it away. Malawach couldn't finish the alley-oop, but Knipple got the miss. And we've got 7 seconds. I don't think the shot clock reset. Let's go. Flag for 3. Beautiful looking stroke, but too strong. And that would have been a great way to start the second half with that three-pointer would have put us up 10, but doesn't end up going down. So now Arizona with an opportunity to cut into the lead here as they get it to Krivas. Oh, my goodness, they're going to call. That is such a ticky-tack foul that they're going to call on flag. That'll be his first. Ticky-tack foul. That's here on the inbounds. Arizona to send it long as Love coming around the corner trying to go up top. Ooh, they do get it. Grivas almost came off the rim. Arizona trails by 5 here. Caleb Foster still scoreless. Gives it up to Flag. Oh my god. Wow, that is Caleb Love with the steal. And it comes off the rim. Great defense to get back by Foster to alter the shot, actually. Okay, Arizona steals it back, and now bodies everywhere on the floor. As Flag's on the floor, Foster's on the floor. Flag, Arizona's going to come up with it. Okay, ref's completely swallowing the whistle here. Oh my goodness, what a block! Come on. Wow, Arizona coming up with a lot more energy here on the defensive end. That's basically two steals on back-to-back possessions. That was Bradley, not Love. So 2 quick ones. Welcome in, Angel Music. 2 quick ones here for Arizona have cut the Duke lead down to 3. So not a great start here to the second half for our boys. As Foster, oh my gosh, they almost stole it again. He can't get it. Can't reset the offense here. Knipple driving in. Knipple gets blocked. And he gets the, oh my god, we got another held ball. That should be Duke's ball. Oh, it's Arizona ball. Wow. So that's effectively a turnover here. And we just cannot get anything going. Arizona scrapping for everything at the moment. This the tide is really, the momentum is really turned here. Arizona coming out of the locker room with fire. Oh, that should be off Arizona? No. Stay with off Flag, so it'll stay with Arizona. Oh, they're going to change the call, actually, is Duke ball. Turnover, Wildcats. Yeah. So Timmy, we'll talk about the Daniel Jones one at the media timeout. Duke desperate for a bucket right now. We need anything. Nipple tries to drive in again, and he goes up with it and completely lost the ball. Okay. He lost the ball because he got hit on the arm. Flag with 5 seconds. Flag trying to drive in. Flag, really tough play there by Flag, but that puts him into double figures. Man, Flag doing a lot of work down low. Offensive foul? No, Arizona almost throws it away, I guess, as Flag ends up in the first row. Why the Arizona player didn't just shoot it. Caleb Love being hounded by Tyrese Proctor, like absolutely hounded by Proctor. Krivas turnaround jump shot, nothing. Air ball. Flag rebound on the weak side as Foster comes up with it. Foster trying to go for the crossover, man. That's not going to be there, buddy. Yeah, gives it back out to Flag. Like, he looks like he's got some, I don't know. It looks like Foster's running in slow motion. Gonna go for 3 here. Oh, he's gonna hit it. I take it all back. I take it all back. I take it all back. Duke by 8. As we get 5 quick ones. I gotta say, man, Tyrese Proctor on Caleb Love has been an animal. All right, it's been great. But that's a foul. That's his 3rd. Still, I think Proctor had just hounding Love all night. He'll go to the bench here. Great on-ball defense. And the ball ends up out of bounds, but Arizona will retain possession here. 20 seconds on the shot clock. They'll inbound from the baseline. Refs, why? Bounding here. Okay, they got to get it in bounds, or they're about to get a 5-second call. Love now has Knipple on him. The 3-pointer here for Arizona, in and out. That 3-pointer by KJ Lewis ends up in the hands of Flag. As Flag bringing it down the floor, trying to go before Arizona can get set. Knipple driving in. He's got to get it back to Flag here. Oh, Flag was going for the cut. Didn't quite work out between those two right now. As Foster gives it to Sion. Back to Knipple. We need a high screen there. There it is by Sion. And then Knipple driving in. Knipple going off the backboard. Not quite. He gets his own rebound. I don't know if that actually hit the backboard, the rim rather, but it doesn't matter as Knipple has found the bottom of the net. He's got 5. Timeout. Timeout, Arizona, as soon as you get off through half court. No? Oh, they're going to regret this if they don't make it. Travel. Let's go. And now we've got because they didn't want to trigger the under timeout, but like the Arizona timeout there. Yes, Duke by 11. Huge, actually. It looked very scary there for a second. Arizona pulled this thing down to within 3. Let me go back to my had a bit of a mess there. There we go. Duke by 11, as it's looking quite good here in the second half. So Duke, after all, does end up winning the first 4 minutes of the second half. We took a 7-point lead into halftime. We end up with an 11-point lead by the under 4 media timeout. So the offense was looking a lot better. I mean, those 3 turnovers for Arizona, you kind of had I was having flashbacks to the Kentucky game, man. When Kentucky came out of that locker room, they had to really fix their defense. But like Arizona, okay, they played defense for like 2 minutes and then it like kind of went away. Our guys adjusted, they toughened up, and we're ready to roll again. So we've got 2 fouls to 0 here. It's just that the rebounding continues to be a bright spot here for Duke. Duke plus 10, and so that margin has also expanded since we hit the halftime. It was plus 8 at halftime. It's now plus 10. As Cat Fan is also saying that they were worried to start the half. I mean, yeah, I was too. That was touch and go there for a bit. Oh, yes, Daniel Jones. Okay, Timmy, so here's my thing. Look, I'm going to look right at the camera when I say this. I have been sounding the alarm on Daniel Jones ever since he was drafted into the league. Now, we call it like it is here on this channel, Duke Brotherhood or not. I was never a fan of Daniel Jones. I do not understand what the Giants saw in Daniel Jones because I was in school when Daniel Jones was playing football. I was doing my MBA. I was watching Daniel Jones play football every Saturday. We just go to the games. Daniel Jones never impressed me as a quarterback. He did not have any big signature wins at Duke, except for the one time he beat Carolina at Duke to become bowl eligible. And that game made them bowl eligible. I believe that was at the end of the 2016 season. It might be 2015, but I might have been 16. So, other than that one game, and it was not even like some astounding thing. It was like the game was like played in the 20s. Okay. It was like 25, 26 points at the end of the game or something like that. And it was really not that impressive. I don't really get what the whole like Daniel Jones phenomenon was in the NFL. I've been saying that, like, look Giants, this is not your franchise guy. I could have been the Giants GM and made a better decision. So they should just come and hire me. Giants, call me. All right, I'll go back to New York. I really don't even care about the Giants. I was a Tom Brady New England guy, but like, call me because I'll tell you what not to do. Clearly, Jones is better than Murphy. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, obviously, like. Our quarterback situation now is pretty pathetic, but like it's nothing like certainly Riley Leonard was better than both of them. But as Arizona comes up with a steal here, all right, we got to focus back on the game now. Yeah, but Malik Murphy isn't like gonna go and like. I don't think Malik Murphy is necessarily gonna be a high like draft in the NFL or anything. I just don't think like. Yeah, Riley Leonard was good. The kid is talented. Daniel Jones never convinced me. Malik Murphy was great in the first half of the season. I'm still not quite sold on him. Maybe like next year will be a better. Maybe next year will give us some more body of work to look at. But yeah. Oh my goodness, nice little attempt there at the steal by Cooper Flagg, trying to get up with the length. 16 seconds for Arizona here to shoot one. And they're trying to get that down low, and it's a steal by Duke. We're playing 4-on-4 at the moment as two players are from each team are just out of it. And that's going to be another steal. As Sion James didn't quite know what he wanted to do as Caleb Loves goes in over the top of Cooper Flagg. And he's injured, it looks like, or he has a cramp. Caleb Love down with a cramp and will get absolutely no sympathy from me as a former Tar Heel. Nope. No sympathy. Nothing. Once a Tar Heel, always a Tar Heel. Nope, don't care. Oh, it's not Love. It's Bradley. I keep getting these two mixed up. Okay, now I have sympathy for the guy. Oh, he's cramping in both of his legs. Okay, yeah, I feel bad for the guy. I take it back. It was not Caleb Love. That ain't Caleb Love. Wasn't him. Wasn't him. Wasn't him. Correction has been issued. Del Orso comes in, Italian for of the bear. Okay, so you get a little bit of language lesson here on the stream, folks. That one's free. As we got 14:28 to go, Duke 42, Arizona 33. Duke trying to extend this lead, and as chat was saying, kind of blow this thing open. We had the opportunity there with the 11-point lead. We had 2 straight possessions. We came up completely empty. And just kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. So Caleb Foster trying to go in, can't quite get it. The ball does roll in on the putback. I'm not sure if that was Gillis or Malawach. We'll have to check the stats, who they award that to. There was a lot of Duke hands in there, as Duke once again at the 11 mark. Decent rotation here for Duke. Good defense by Malawach. Really good defense by Malawach, actually. Arizona has to reset. They got 10 seconds to do that. And here's Del Orso trying to go on Malawach. Del Orso rising. Not quite. Rebound to Arizona. And do we move the pivot foot? No, we actually have a foul. They're going to call Gillis or flag on this? Visar. Actually, they gave the credit to Caleb Foster for the bucket. They're going to give it to Brown. So Malik Brown has his 3rd foul. And that's no good either from Arizona, as Malawach comes down with an extremely strong rebound. And Arizona complaining because they thought Malawach gave somebody the elbow there, just trying to clear out some space. Arizona, I think, isn't struggling as much. Yeah, the defense is there, but they're not getting their rebounds. And that's the key. Oh, Malawach wanted it, the alley-oop. Sion didn't see it, and it's actually going to result in a turnover. It's going to be blocked. That was an easy 2 points. Sion should have just laid it up for him, man. Caleb Love being guarded by Caleb Foster, actually, and still that defense has proven incredibly effective. And Foster comes up with a steal. Although it technically wasn't from him, but he somehow has eyes in the back of his head. Careful here, guys. Careful. We're up 11. You don't want to mess this up. This is the possession you want to convert on. Put yourself up 13. See if you can force Arizona into turnover. Cooper Flag does exactly that. And timeout Arizona, just like we drew it up. And that is exactly what you wanted to see from Duke right here. Give it to your best player. Have him, the assertiveness just dunks him between 3 Wildcats. Beautiful play. Flag with the dunk. Love it. It's actually like one of the only times, it looked like Arizona was just late on the rotation there, or there was 2 Wildcats. They weren't really sure, like, is it you or is it me that needs to come over here and help? But yeah, that is one of the few times that Arizona has kind of given up the paint like that. And Cooper Flag obliges. Says, thank you very much. Agreed. You love to see them take it hard to the rack. Being assertive, being very confident. Put the ball on the floor, drive it. And look, you could have even got into a situation with an and one. The Arizona crowd has gone quiet. Yes, it has. What's your favorite thumbnail this year? Let me look. So far, actually, today's is quite good. I have to say, the AI nailed it. All right, the AI nailed the Wildcat. I was very impressed. I was playing around with this other theme of like raining cats. It wasn't working for me, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just try to see what it does if I tell it to give me a Wildcat with Arizona gear, and it did it. And I was very happy with what I saw. I don't know. Actually, I kind of like the one with the mane, with the bear and the marshmallows. It's a friendly one. The Kentucky one is kind of neat, but the Army one's classic. I like how the Army one came out with the flag. There were a couple concepts I was playing around with that one, but I think I got the Army one right. And Watford's not bad too. They've all been pretty good. The AI has really stepped it up. Has really stepped it up this season. It's a lot easier to manage. It does. It gets things a lot more correct the first time. Yeah. Anybody eating a late night snack to stay awake? I had Dream Mountain Dew and eat a white cheddar popcorn. Oh no, Timmy. I think there's a dessert somewhere for me. I don't know where it is, but there was supposed to be apples or something. Y'all like that field goal block versus the Bears? Go back. So the NC State Duke last year was it was the final there was 3 of them, Cat Fan. Which one? The final one? Or the one with the sheep was also really funny, I thought. The wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah. The final one. Yeah, the final one went really hard. Yeah, the final one went hard. I did a lot of touch up on that one to get that one right. I thought that was good. Welcome in again, everybody. It's almost midnight here on the East Coast as Caleb Love has all of 2 points, and I really hope I didn't just jinx it because they were just saying he averages about 17 a game for Duke. I don't want to see this game be any closer than what it is now because you know that Caleb Love will hit the shot at the end if the game is close. So let's just keep it where it's at and have Duke go for it. That's goaltending. And they're going to give that to Bradley as Bradley gets another 2 points on the goaltending. Yeah, the Steelers and Browns game was really great. I think Timothy's probably not very happy with it because he's a Steelers fan, I know. So that's a 10-second violation, and that is a turnover for Duke. Boy, that is not what we wanted coming out of that timeout. A 2-point bucket by Arizona, followed by a 10-second backcourt violation. Yeah, that was brutal, but the snow was incredibly entertaining. The snow was incredibly entertaining. Love gonna drive in. Can't get that one. Great rebound there by, and that's a foul. If that's on Krivas, that's 4. And that is Krivas. That should be Krivas's 4th. Okay, they called it on somebody else. They saved him. Delorzo 1. Waka 1. Lewis 1. What did they call it on? 1, okay. 1 on Bryant. 3 on Krivas. 1 Delorso. 1 Lewis. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 6, 7. Personal foul on Krivas. They just haven't updated it. This should be the 4th foul, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why they didn't update it. I think the official stat shows him at 3, but I'm pretty sure that's 4, so we're gonna go with it. Yeah, that is his 4th. That is his 4th. I think my stats are correct. I think my stats are right on this. So that's gonna pull Krivas. That should pull Krivas to the bench. Timmy is disgusted with the red zone play of the Steelers. I just can't. I don't know. Like, yeah, as my brother would say the same thing. I mean, the defense is really good, but like the offense just seems like Just seems to be like pretenders right now. Like you're like, I don't know. It's too bad. Like you don't really have any stars offensively, right? It's just a bunch of like players that are like kind of good, but like not really superstars. Uh, yeah, keep it up on Caleb Love. I agree, Cat fan. Between Proctor and Caleb, so Caleb Foster hasn't had the best shooting night, but he has played great defense against Caleb Love when Proctor's not been in the game. And Proctor did go to the bench about the 17-minute mark in the second half because he picked up his third foul. So he's back in the game now. So I expect him to go back onto Love. But yeah. Yeah, they're puzzling. They lost to the Cowboys. They lost to the Cowboys. They lost to the Browns. Yeah, but like, my point is that you don't think about the top running backs in the league. You're not like, oh yeah, Najee Harris is like putting up 100-yard games, like doing the Derrick Henry kind of thing. Like, I don't know. Maybe they just don't use him as effectively. I feel like last night he was like, uh, last night he wasn't as effective as he could be. It's just kind of unfortunate. I mean, I want the Steelers to do well. I mean, everybody's beating the Cowboys, whatever. Like, look, I had to pull Brandon Aubrey off my fantasy team because the Cowboys can't even get the ball across midfield. Like, there's just like there's just like there's no offense to even like be able to kick the field goals anymore. Like, unless they're gonna have them kick from 70 yards, but like you get so behind in the games. That was the crazy part about this whole like we can talk about that after, but we're back to the game, so we got to focus again. And Duke actually does manage to get across the timeline at this point, so it's still an 11-point game here. 46-35. Again, Duke really we want to make this thing 13-15. We want to keep the pressure up on Arizona here, and that's going to be a deflection with 8 seconds left on the shot clock as Krivas sends it to the front row. I don't know how this fouls this half. Maybe I had one too many, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, Sion. Proctor's going to have to put one up from way downtown. That does go off the backboard. Apparently, this is Krivas' third. I don't know, but anyway. I thought it was 4. I'm disappointed. Bradley, no good. Rebound to James. Oh my God, same team, guys. 2 Duke players just crashed into each other as Caleb Love can't get the wide open 3, but will try again, and he hits that one. Incredible, man. Basically, we're playing with a man down, and Caleb Love gets 2 cracks at the 3-pointers. As Malawach is down again. Oh boy, that's the momentum swing in the game, guys. As Knipple can't get it, but Malik Brown does bring down a rebound, actually. That is a huge momentum swing in the game. And Flag is trying to get it back, and he will get 2 back for us. Wow. What a play by Cooper Flag, man. Defense down low, and here comes Arizona, and they've got another 3-pointer. Oh, and they're back. The lead is back down to 7. My goodness, man. That possession there, Arizona lucked out so hard. Nice by Flag again. Arizona going with the press. Duke manages to break it, and it's a 9-point game again. Duke's going to have to weather a storm here. Let's see how our guys respond. Flag picks up his second, actually. Okay, a little bit of tension right now in the game. Let's see if can we get it to the under 8 timeout, and how much of a lead can we have? Ooh, Proctor got to be careful. He's got 3 fouls. Nope, that was blocked. So it's an empty possession there by Arizona. Big opportunity here for Duke. This has to be a bucket. Big opportunity here for Duke because Arizona was clawing their way back into this thing. Flag, driving, flag, nice little sidestep move, gets his own rebound, and actually will stay with Duke. I thought he deflected it himself, but not quite. So, flag is really ramping it up. It wasn't an air ball, it was actually blocked. The flag was credited with a block. As Malawach has left for the locker room, so that is just wonderful. Yikes, man. Yikes. Flag gonna go for 3, really feeling it, in and out. Now Arizona pushing. Careful, Proctor. Oh, Sion, no. Arizona will convert there on the transition. One of the first transition opportunities for Arizona tonight, actually, as they bring the game to 7. What happened here? Oh, they teed him up. They teed him up for taunting. Oh my God, Proctor, come on, man. You're missing the technical free throws. Oh, come on, he missed them both. Oh my God. Come on, man. You're going to lose this game by 2 points because of those 2 free throws. That's insane. Unbelievable, man. This is crazy. Timeout, Duke. Yeah. Agreed. Timeout. Wait, so the technical does not, yeah, the technical does count. Okay, so there's like, this is so silly, man. I don't think Arizona's in trouble. I think Arizona has us right where they want us, man. I think we're in trouble right now. We're the ones that need to keep like pushing the pace, like pushing it here. Arizona just feels like it has more energy in the second half. It was evident at the start of the second half, and now and then they kind of like died down. But then after they called the timeout at like 12:30, it really they started ramping it up again. That should be oh my God, that should be an easy 2-pointer for Malawach, and it is not. But he gets the rebound, and it will be free throws. How does that not go down? Oh my God, this is crazy. You have Proctor missing 2 free throws, Malawach missing a dunk. I mean, boy, if we come up empty on this possession. Flag for 3. Flag drills it. Cooper Flag. Oh my gosh. He's doing better than 6 of 22. What do we say? If he goes 6 of 22, we're not winning this game. He's 8 of 19 right now. We're doing better. That's exactly what we needed. Love from way downtown. Air ball. Air ball. Oh my God. Arizona saves it underneath their own basket. They're going to reset from 3, and they're going to get it. Come on. Duke fell asleep. Duke fell asleep thinking that what? Like, they fell asleep defensively thinking the ball was going to go out of bounds off the Caleb Love air ball. We almost got away with it, too. Usually you don't save it there. Here's Foster for 3. Same spot as Flag. The shot looked good, and out on Arizona. Duke ball. It should be out on Arizona. Duke offensive yeah, this is out on Arizona here. I don't understand what Duke was doing on this this missed. Caleb Love airballs it, like literally airballs it, and Arizona manages to save it. Man, this game is swinging one way to the other. It is kind of crazy right now. Keon, welcome in. Whew. Things have really heated up here in the second half. It's going to be one hell of a well finish, I'll tell you that. What I say first is 65. Duke really does need to get up to 65. I don't think Arizona can get to 65. If Duke gets to 65, Duke wins. Duke needs a pillow. They're falling asleep big time. Oh, no, they don't need a pillow. They need something to wake them up. The pup has decided to join the stream. There he is. Yeah, we just didn't get the rebound. That's like, we talked about how Duke has been doing so much better in rebounding. I mean, Duke's still plus 10 in the rebounding margin, but that offensive rebound for Arizona turned into great second chance opportunity. Duke is still winning in that category, 12-8 in the second chance point category, but Arizona making it interesting, that's for sure. Fouls this half is 5, so I'm missing something on someone. Foster 1, Flag 2, Proctor 3, Round 3, Nipple 1, Malawatch 2, Gillis there, 5. All right. Yeah. So we really got to see where we're at coming out of this. This next 4 minutes so critical, so critical. There's been like ebb and flows. Like Arizona came out, they had a great first 2.5 minutes. Then Duke played really well for the next 6. Like we played really well from like 17.5 all the way down to 12.5, and then Arizona has played exceptionally well from 12.5 down to 7.5. Now we need to get. Now we need this next one from 7.5 down to 4. We need to play very well, and then we just need to close it out. Yeah, Timmy, I saw that for the Brock Purdy thing. He's not playing, and which kind of really sends that game into a bit of a tailspin. I had to pull. I was like, I don't know what San Francisco's going to do. I benched George Kittle again. I was like, I don't know. It's like really unfortunate I can't use my stud tight end, but I don't trust the other guy. I don't trust whatever replacement quarterback they put in there. All right, 7:25 to go here. All right, here we go. We beat Kansas. No, we are not number 1. That's not how it works. Oh my gosh, that's a turnover. Oh. Guess we got back on defense at least. So that's good. Here's a 3-pointer by Arizona. No good. Get that rebound. There you go, Knipple. Man, that was a huge opportunity for the game to swing. The double team came on flag, and he could not get out of the corner. We didn't have an extra timeout. We only have 2 timeouts. I thought for some reason we may have had 3. Flag thought about the 3, thought about stepping and jumping into that one. Knipple there. Knipple, no, going to get it out to Proctor. Proctor's been quiet this second half. He's got the 3-pointer there. Not quite. Malawach fighting for it. And it'll go out on Malawach and to Arizona. So Duke empty on the last 2 trips. Foul on Malawach there. Hi, bud. So yeah, so Proctor hasn't scored as Brown comes back in. Again, this has kind of been the Cooper Flag show. He's got 11 points in the second half, and Duke has 19 total. So, yeah. Steal this. We do get out of this, and Duke recovers it. Trying to go fast and can't quite, so we got to pull the ball back out. 20 seconds on the shot clock here. 6:15 to go in the game. Duke by 7. Flag. Foul on the floor. Lewis picks up his 3rd. Lewis complaining there that Cooper Flag gave him the chicken wing. I don't know. Duke to inbound here under the baseline. Oh, man, we got to get an easy one. Need a bucket. Need a bucket. Brown. Give this to Proctor. Over to Flag. Proctor, Flag, Knipple, Brown, and Foster. And he gets bumped again. That's going to be on Lewis again? Oh, they gave that to Bessar. Is it a shooting foul? Does Flag go to the line for this? He does. It's a 2-shot foul for Cooper Flag, actually. All right, well, if we're struggling to get shots off, the free throw line is not a bad idea. Assuming you can hit them. Unlike Proctor. Nice. Nice. That's 20 points for Flag tonight. Cooper Flagman is impressed. He's got 20 plus points in the last, in the games against big teams. Kentucky at 26, in and out. So 1 of 2, and Duke by 8. Duke has no field goals in the last 2 minutes, 42 seconds. Boy. Arizona also struggling, though. Trying to go up with it. Arizona puts it in. That is Lewis with 12 now. Duke needs to get that one back. No, sorry, that was Bradley. So Bradley and Cooper Flag going back and forth. Bradley with 18, Flag with 20. Knipple now trying. Knipple's going to go for 3. Yes! Con Knipple! Wow, that was cold-blooded. That was a cold-blooded shot. He just literally shot it in the dude's face. He's like, okay, you're going to guard me here. I'm just going to put it over the top. All right. Duke by 9. Oh, nice little poke out there by Brown. Almost a travel. Oh, okay. It's a good foul by Flag, honestly. That'll be his 3rd foul. He kind of protected the dunk there. I'll excuse it. I witnessed an NBA airball free throw in person and the whole crowd booed. I mean, yeah, you'd come on. By the time you get to the NBA, you'd hope you're not doing airball and free throws. So 3 fouls for Flag, 3 fouls for Brown, and 3 fouls for Malawach, actually. And 3 for Proctor. We got a lot of Blue Devils with 3 fouls now. SR gets the first. That'll put him in the box score. Duke by 10 right now. No, by And it goes 1 of 2. Held ball will give it back to Duke. How does, no, 57-49. Yeah, I have that right. 57-49. So Duke by 8. Bobcats versus Wizards. Was it Shaq? Yeah, Shaq is the one I'd expect that to come from. So Arizona with the 1-2-2. I don't know, with the forward press there. Duke manages to break it, get the ball over the timeline, and we're good here. 4:36 to go. Cooper Flag going one-on-one, gets pushed out, manages to get it to Proctor. Wide open actually is Foster. If they had gotten it to him, they do now. Foster putting it on the deck. Foster gets fouled going up. Nice move by Foster. I thought they should have gotten it to him one kind of round of passes earlier. I don't know if they didn't see him out there, but he was wide open. He could have put up a 3 there. But Foster, the free throw line here. Bryant. And Foster can't convert the first. Wow. Wow. Wow, guys. Come on. It's wow. We are 4 of 9 from the free throw line. Good Lord. And all right. Call it 5 of 10 as Foster gets that one. Every point's going to count here. So 58-49. Plus 9. Our defense has really been the one that's kept us in this game. Our shooting has been suspect. Bradley up. Ooh, good. Good defense there. And the rebound to James as Arizona comes up empty. This is a huge possession. We are at 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Honestly, the next whistle will take us to the media timeout here. Duke has to score. Put ourselves up 11 at least going to this under 4 timeout. Knipple wants to make it 12, and he does! Woo, what a shot by Con Knipple! He has found the range here in the second half. Ooh, man. That shot in the Arizona Wildcats' face, and now this one. Con Knipple has delivered here 3 of 6 tonight, 4 of 11 overall. We'll excuse it for the time being. He's got 11 points, puts himself into double figures. Yeah, same. It was pretty close to being the same spot. Talk about ice cold. That is incredible. That one, I think, I agree with Timmy. That could win us the game. I was saying, like, we need to put ourselves up 11. Knipple says, I'll do you one better and put yourselves up 12. That's a 1 timeout remaining for Arizona, as they called that, and it will be the media time. That they will force the media time out there. That is a huge shot. And what did I say? Duke had to get to 65. We are at 61 right now, so it is pretty close as far as the ebb and flow of the game. Arizona has 22 points in the second half. The shooting has not worked. Yeah, that is a huge shot for Con. I'm super happy for him. Great. So Cooper Flag, 8 of 19. So shooting better than that 6 of 22 that we did not want to see. 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Quite the stat sheet there for Cooper Flag. Let's see if I click on him. Right? No. Cooper Flag. Today's game. 2 blocks, 1 steal. He's got 4 turnovers, but well, okay, it is what it is. Coach K would still make them shoot over 100 free throws tomorrow. You should go shoot 1,000 free throws, man. Like the 4 of 9 is pathetic. 44%, man. At least Arizona hasn't taken 40 free throws this game. They're due of 4. Yeah, the 3-point shooting for Arizona just isn't there. 6 of 22, and look, they had problems against Wisconsin as well. We talked about this at the top of the show. 3-point shooting for Arizona, like the shooting in general for Arizona really wasn't there against the Wisconsin game, but this one in particular, that wasn't there either. Duke, the overall shooting averages, I mean, Duke at 44%, 24 of 55, and Arizona at 20 of 48. The rebounding still being the big story here for the Blue Devils, 36 to 27, so +9 on the rebounds. They were +8 at halftime. We said that they needed to win this. We can't allow this kind of free throw shooting versus Kansas. And I think, did we miss the front end? Yeah, I mean, especially the technical free throws too. Like those were the most disappointing. There's like literally nobody around you. Just go up and go shoot the free throw. The Panera commercials. That's what Duke does. They take away the inside because we got the 7-2 guy inside. Yeah, with Malawach, I mean, and luckily, whatever injury he had or not, didn't look serious, so he's back in the game. Yeah, Proctor missing both, man. It was so bad. All right. So last here we got 3:49 to go. Duke by 12. We're loving where we're at right now. We are absolutely loving it. We are also loving the Caleb Love 5-point stat line. And we have a Concanibal foul. That is his second. Oh, that is foul assessed to Proctor, which is actually his fourth. All right. But yeah, this Duke defense has really been impressive. I mean, we kind of fell apart against Kentucky in the second half, but like holding Arizona right now to where it's at to 50 points is at home too. No turnovers. We absolutely have to limit the turnovers. We have 15 turnovers this game. I mean, Arizona's got 13, so it kind of like neutralizes this. But like, there's another rebound for Duke as Visar goes 1 of 2. And talking about turnovers, they do exactly that. Wow, that was pathetic. Lewis, okay, we escape the bullet there as Lewis puts it over the hoop and Cooper Flagg comes down with the rebound there. And we have 3 seconds to get it over the timeline. 2, 1. All right, we're good. So now we burn 30 and score. Burn 30 and score. 10 seconds left on the shot clock to take this thing under 3. Nice inbound pass from Malik Brown, and Proctor can't put the layup. Oh my God, Tyrese, you had such a great first half. It just wasn't there as Caleb Foster comes down with a defensive rebound. Look at that, the little guy on the court. The littlest guy on the court coming down with a rebound as Arizona looks like it's about to give up here as Caleb Love has gone 2 of 11 and shot Arizona right out of this thing. Flag going in. Flag. Oh my! The layup doesn't go for Flag either. We're literally letting them back in. What a huge block by Brown. It's actually going to be a foul. That's unfortunate. That was really exciting. I thought it was a block. Literally, we could be up 15. We would be at my 65. We could be at our my 65. It would be 65-50. Proctor with a missed layup, Flag with a missed layup. We're literally letting them like back into this thing. With 2:24 to go, it's you have like the possessions are only 30 seconds long. There's still 5 possessions worth of basketball to play, and you're only down 11 as Arizona. Like you're still in this. Duke is just scooping up rebounds when it needs to, though. Just closing out the possession for Arizona. Oof, Lewis got every bit of that rim and still goes down. Even down 10 with, yeah, I mean, look, this is, you're going to be down 9, assuming he makes this. You absolutely need a bucket. And you know they're going to bring the pressure here, especially if he makes it. If this is a make, Arizona goes full court. And he does. It's a 9-point game with 2:24 to go. I mean, crazier things have happened. Got to get to 65. Okay, Arizona did not go full court. I was wrong. They are, well, they're going 3/4 court, I guess. Flag, get it over the timeline. You can tick this thing under 2 minutes, but you need to walk away with a bucket. Nipple. Nice. Gives it to Brown. Gives it to Proctor. Proctor with the 3-point shot. No good. Brown with a huge rebound. Okay, that's as good as a shot because you can now tick off another 20. That is a great rebound by Malik Brown, actually. Flag. Flag going to go with the mid-range jump shot. Cooper Flag is wide open. Finds himself wide open with nobody within like feet of him and just knocks it down. Nice. Wow, that's a quick score by Caleb Love. That is not what you wanted to do, Flag. You did not want to give Caleb Love an and 1. That is 4 for Cooper Flag, too. Now you're just back to 9. You're back down to 9-point game, but we've managed to shave off 50 seconds, so somewhat effective. I'll take, if we're back to exactly where we were 50 seconds ago. Was it 2:24? We're at 1:38. Close enough. And Love connects. And Arizona will come with the 1-2-2. Got to get this thing over. You got to call timeout, and we do. Flag. Don't go too quick now. Here goes to Proctor. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Arizona bringing double teams. Flag. Give it to Brown. Give it to Brown. Give it to Brown. Actually, just going to take it yourself. Okay, Cooper Flag. That was going to be an alley-oop for Cooper Flag. Or for Brown, rather. And there's the steal by Duke. Foul on who? There we go. Foul on Arizona. I think we're good, boys. I think we're good, boys and girls. I think we're good. I think we did it. Brown is real. I mean, Brown was one of the top rebounders in the ACC last year. And one of the best steals in steals. So, yeah, he's got a nose for the ball on the defensive end for sure. And the offensive end. I mean, that offensive rebound that he just picked up was huge. That was 20 seconds off the clock, right? So, Caleb Foster going to the free throw line here. This will be a 1-and-1. And Foster manages. Maybe Caleb Foster should be the one taking the technical free throws next time. The way that he did that this is going. Nice. Yo, huge win here for the boys going, especially coming off the Kentucky loss, which should have been a win. Coming into Arizona, quad 1 game. The first time that Duke has ever beat Arizona in Arizona tonight. Crazy. Really well played. Nice. Knipple comes up with the steal as Arizona loses it, and that's a foul on Lewis. And it'll send Knipple to the free throw line. So Duke going to put up almost as many points as it did in the first half. But yeah, the rebounding is huge. Duke still plus 12 in the rebounding. Really, really impressive tonight. As soon as this game ends, we are going to bed, folks. There will be no debrief tonight. I think Flag is our MVP yet again, as Knipple does hit the first of the free throws. But I will say, Knipple had some very timely shots. 2 huge 3-pointers in the second half. 3, actually. Yeah, 3 3-pointers in the second half. He's 3 of 4 in the second half. Knipple went perfect on both. 69-55. Caleb Love with another air ball that Arizona manages to save. And actually, that's going to be called as out. This is going to help us so much in March. It says Keon, I totally agree. This win, I mean, this win is going to be too really great for our seating come March time too. Yes, we will see you all on Tuesday, Timmy. Not quite Thanksgiving yet. We'll see you all on Tuesday. Tuesday against #1 Kansas will be another huge game. Actually, this is going to be a huge sort of lead-in game to that one. Come off, you get this win, you feel really good about yourself. You probably stay in the area. You're out in Arizona. You're just going to go to Vegas. It's not that far. Although I'm a little concerned about what the guys might get up to there in Vegas. Although Cooper Flag is under 18, so he still can't do anything. He can't do much. And that doesn't rim. That rims out for Arizona, and that's going to be it. 69-55 is going to be your final score for Duke. #1 Kansas going to come up. Cooper Flag with the All-Star performance tonight, the 24 points, showing why he's one of the top players in the country. Fantastic performance for him. 6 rebounds. Brown with 7 rebounds. Knipple with 7 rebounds. I mean, Duke with the team rebounding performance. Sion James had 6. 6 team rebounds, even Foster with 4. Everybody getting the rebounding action. Fantastic defensive game, fantastic rebounding game for Duke. I don't know if we've ever seen Duke rebound as effectively. I mean, a lot of that was like part of the problem last year was couldn't close out defensive possessions because we couldn't finish the possession with rebounds, and just a lot of one and done from Arizona tonight. Keon spamming the W's in the chat. I love it, man. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching tonight. This is it's a huge win. Everybody happy. We can go into the weekend happy with the performance tonight. I know it was super late. I appreciate it. This pup wants to go to sleep, but I got to take him out so he can go do his business. Yeah, but as Nick says, big win. 55 points for Arizona. All around, just an incredibly impressive game by these Blue Devils, and a really strong bounce back. Honestly, a really strong bounce back from the little mishap there at the end of the Kentucky game. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Anyway, have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Have a very safe weekend. We'll see you all on Tuesday for the game against Kansas. I think it's an earlier game against Kansas. Hopefully it's not as late. What do we have on Tuesday against Kansas? We got 9 p.m. Okay, it's not terrible. It's not great, but so we'll see you here at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. Thank you very much, everybody. Until next time, go Duke.